Hello everyone and welcome. Last week I posted macro analyses, particularly on the dollar and the euro index. These analyses allowed me to set a framework and above all to pre-select certain pairs. Today this video is the logical follow-up. I'm going to show you how I go from these pairs pre-selected last week to actually taking a position, and most importantly how I manage my trades once I'm in a position. Just a quick reminder, no signals, just the process. So in the first part we'll look at the introduction, in the second part we'll cover the macroeconomic context, in the third part we'll go over the selection of currency pairs, in the fourth part we'll discuss the logic behind entering a position, and in the fifth part we'll see why I don't trade all currency pairs. In the sixth part we'll look at market structure. In the seventh part we'll cover scenario building. In the eighth part we'll see that I don't trade all pairs even if they fit the scenarios. Okay, so in the eighth part we'll discuss discipline and the process. In the 10th part we'll look at the weekly organization for the following week, and then we'll finish with the conclusion. So quite simply we're going to do this video step by step. Last week I analyzed the dollar index, the DXY. Here we're looking at a 4-hour chart, which means each candlestick represents 4 hours. As you can see here, I drew my resistance, an oblique line. Here I drew my support, and above I marked my price zone. So we're right on the round numbers. We're at the 98,700 level. Okay, so the market was here. So I drew my bullish scenario, as you can see here with the arrow. Here we can see that the market broke through the round number zone. Okay, it came back for a pullback and now it's continuing its upward trend. And right here you can see the numbers. The round numbers 99,300. We can clearly see that the market reacted to it. As we can see from the past, this zone is really relevant. Next we analyzed the EXY currency basket, which is the official euro currency index. As we can see, the market is currently here. So here we can clearly see that it followed the scenario. It made a bearish impulse. Here it came back to retest the resistance. Okay, so the numbers should theoretically, as we can see here, if we go to coordinates, we're at around 116.60. Okay, I'll illustrate it to make it a bit clearer. Okay, there, I'll put it in red. Okay, so here we can see that currently the euro index is bearish. So now we're going to move on to the currency pairs that I had pre-selected and the currency pairs on which I took positions. So let's start with USD CHF. Okay, so the dollar against the Swiss franc. So we can see that the market has indeed followed the scenario well. Here we can see that the market came to break through the price zone, which is right here around 0.79061. Okay, so it broke through, then came back for a pullback. I entered a position here, bullish impulse. It came back to retest the price zone, which now acts as support, and here another bullish impulse. And now we can see that at the first exit zone it's starting to weaken. So that's a position I took, and I'll show you all of them later on my private Discord. Since every position I take, I post it on my private Discord just for my little community. Next, let's move on to USD CAD. So the dollar against the Canadian dollar. So we're still on a 4-hour chart. Here we can clearly see that the market has indeed followed the scenario. Here it came to test. Okay, the round numbers as resistance. Here it came, broke through and did a pullback, bullish impulse. I enter a position here and I set my stop loss just below the last low. As you can see, we have a 3:15 ratio. So here I'm risking 1 to potentially gain 3.15% of my trading capital. So here the market, it was making a bullish impulse. And here you can clearly see that it's starting to lose steam just above the round numbers and exit zone number 1. So this is a trade that I also shared in my private Discord. The next trade, EuroCAD. we forgot USD. I didn't forget it. So USD, it's the same thing. Here we had something like a double top, first top, second top. Here I have my support trend line. You can see that the market respected it well. Then it came and broke through it. So I had set my alert here. So as you can see, it's always the same story. We mark here around the 1.16800 level. The market came and broke through here. I entered a position right here. I placed my stop loss above. So here you can see that the market came here. Then it continued its downward trend. Okay, and so that's why it's important to place your stop loss correctly. And right now we are at 1.11% of our trading capital on the EUR USD currency pair. Next, EuroCAD. Same scenario. Here you can see that I had drawn a support here. We can see that the market was seen to rest on it 3 times. Once here, twice here, 3 times here. Here we can see that he came to break, okay, the area there, okay. Then it came to make a pullback, impulse pullback, and then impulse bullish. So currently we are in a negative drop down on the currency pair, Euro 4. Euro Chief. Likewise, as you can see here, we will descend in 2 hours. You can see that I had drawn my support here, oblique, okay, here I had drawn my price zone, okay, as you can see. So here the market did indeed break through the price zone with a bullish impulse. Then it came back down below. So here we can see that it is using the oblique support, and here we can see that it just bounced off it. And here we have our zone. Currently the position is open and we are in a negative drawdown. So I hope the market will do something like this. It comes back to retest the oblique support here and breaks through the round numbers. It settles on the round numbers as support and continues its bullish rise. Next we have the currency pair GBP CHF, so the British pound against the Swiss franc. This is an opportunity I haven't taken, so it's a pending opportunity. As you can see here, I'm waiting for the market to break through the round number zone here. My alert was set to go off here. If it does break through, I would consider taking a position. I want to switch to the 4-hour chart, and here I'm waiting for a bullish scenario like this. So here it comes and breaks through. Okay, then it comes back to rest on the round number zone, which will act as support. And then it continues its upward movement. Okay, so if the market does something like this, I think I'll enter a position either here. Everything will depend on how the market closes above the round number zone. Or I might wait for a pullback to enter here, something like that. Okay, so for now it's on hold. In any case, my alert is set here. And then to finish up, we have CHF JPY. So we are now waiting patiently for a signal of confirmation. So last week I drew this line here. An oblique resistance. We can see that the market came to test it once here, twice, 3 times, 4 times, right? And then it shot up, right? By chance it went to reach its highs. So I would wait for a scenario like this. Here the market makes a bearish move. Okay, there you go. It comes back to retest the round number zone and possibly a small bearish move. And I would enter a position here if everything goes well. So this is a pending position, okay? So I've just demonstrated and explained to you the specific entry points on the various time frames. And also we carefully analyzed and compared the XE and the DXY in conjunction with one another. So now we are going to go to my private Discord. So here we are, we're on my private Discord. So it's simple. On my private Discord, as you can see here, we really have everything. Here we have the number of members, general staff. Here we have the welcome category. Here we have the daily chronicles category. Here we have the economic announcements. Here we have the general discussion channel, and here we have everything related to trading positions. So this is how I share my analyses and my trading positions. For example, here let's go to USD CHF. This is a position I took, so this is how my positions are sent. So in the Forex trading channel here, we're on the USD CHF currency pair. So my trading positions are sent like this. I notified the members, okay, new buy transaction. Here we have the currency loss, the time frame, the stop losses that need to be set in MT5 and in the position calculator to calculate the risk. Here we have the TechPro free, which is notified. Here we have the type of position, so it's a buy. We have the RR, and here there's a reminder about risk management. So always risk 1% according to the trading plan. And here we have the screenshot of the position entry with the date and time. So that's how I post my analyses on my private Discord. So everything is notified. For example, let's go to USDKD. The position entry was sent last week, as you can see, on January 8th. Okay, so signal enter, new position entry, USD CAD, the time frame, the stop loss, MT5, calculator. To properly calculate your risk, the take profit is specified, the RR, always the disclaimer. And here we simply have the screenshot of the position entry. Okay, and for those who want to go a bit further, here we have everything related to it. Strategy. We have the trading plans, and we also have position calculators available for you. Here we have all the trading plans, okay? The FTMO accounts, quite simply. Here, for example, I'm going to go to the 50K account. So there you go. Feel free to subscribe for more videos. Thank you. I wish you an excellent day, and I'll see you soon.